NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Liberty First Credit Union. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. And by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today.
Welcome to Wahoo High School Thursday night basketball on News Channel Nebraska, and it's a Saunders County showdown as Wahoo hosts Ashland-Greenwood here on NCN. This matchup brought to you by Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need them. Brandon Axement and Andy Klassen. Glad that you're here for this girls and boys doubleheader. We're 9 minutes from tip, and Andy, early on in the season, you always kind of feel things out. You hear coaches always say, we want to be playing our best basketball in February, and anything else up until that point, it's a learning process. What do you expect to see here tonight?
Well, both these teams are replacing a lot of pieces that graduated from last year. So, yeah, it'll definitely be I think it's going to be slow early on, but both these teams like to play fast, so they're going to have to try and mesh those two things together. Love how you framed it up on a Saunders County battle. Had to cross the Wahoo Creek from Ashland to get here to Wahoo.
Speaking of Wahoo, they're sitting at 2-2 on this season. 3 of their games against Class B opponents, both of their losses to Class B opponents in Bennington and Norris. They are coming off a win against Lincoln Standing Bear earlier this week. On the flip side for Ashland-Greenwood, all underclassmen, all freshmen and sophomores. Coach Dave Hubert said, you would call this a rebuilding year, but we still have high expectations for this talented young group.
Yeah, they had some phenomenal leaders last year, replacing 6 different seniors. So you're going to see a lot of underclassmen, freshmen stepping into big roles. So this early season development time is crucial for Ashland-Greenwood.
The Blue Jays are 2-3, looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. It'd be a big one here tonight in Wahoo. Stay with us. More pregame on the way. We'll talk key players as we get closer to tip here in Wahoo.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment?
Let's talk key players, Andy. First off, Wahoo, we're going with the senior Gretchen Seagren. She's averaging double-digit points, 11 points, 4 boards. She is 6 foot tall. Expect her to be fed a lot against this Ashland-Greenwood team that Coach Hubert said doesn't have a lot of height.
Yeah, but they're going to want to play through the post. She's a phenomenal athlete, is Seagren, multi-sport athlete. She was phenomenal on the volleyball court. She's taken those skills, translate them here to the hardwood for basketball. And yeah, they're going to feed her early. She's so good down on the low post.
Seagren shooting a 43% clip from the court. On the flip side for Ashland-Greenwood, we're going to a freshman point guard, J.C. Downing, one of 2 Downing sisters that will start for the Blue Jays. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Coach Hubert said this young freshman has the potential to be really special.
Yeah, what a special talent already from that point guard position, being able to find her own shot, nearly averaging double digits. Wouldn't be surprised if she gets there throughout the course of the season. The way that Ashland-Greenwood likes to play, fast, pointed, get out and run, they need to have a point guard, and I think we're seeing one starting to blossom here in Downing.
Wahoo and Ashland-Greenwood coming your way Thursday night basketball on News Channel Nebraska. We'll be back.
Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
pregame show is sponsored by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible.
We're 3.5 minutes to tip here in Wahoo. Let's take a look at our school spotlight. Brought to you by Currency, which makes financing easy, quick and secure for machinery, ag equipment, and more. Visit gocurrency.com. Ashland-Greenwood, we mentioned this is the Saunders County rivalry. Population combined around 3,200. Enrollment is 214 for this Ashland-Greenwood program, Andy, that has 2 state titles.
Yeah.
For the girls, 1980 and 1983. More recently, they finished runners-up in 2006.
Yeah, fantastic tradition throughout the years in just about any sport you can point to with Ashland-Greenwood after the consolidation. Just phenomenal job what they do.
Now the home team Wahoo Warriors, just shy of 5,000 in Wahoo. Enrollment sitting at 245, and 2 runner-ups for this Wahoo program that's looking for a first state title. Those runners-ups coming in 2010 and 2011, back-to-back years.
Yeah, you want to speak about tradition, just point to Wahoo, both the girls and the boys programs, a lot of success over the years. This season, Wahoo's got a couple of players. Wouldn't be surprised if they make a run down to Lincoln once again.
We're about 2 minutes away from tip-off. Looking at these teams, we mentioned Ashland-Greenwood, 2-3 on the year. They opened the season against Beatrice, a very good Class B team. The Lady Orange currently are undefeated, so they fell to Beatrice, then rattled off 2 wins last week against Lincoln Northwest and Ralston. But it's been a tough week thus far for Ashland-Greenwood. This was the 3rd of 4 games that they'll play this week. They dropped the first 2 earlier this week to Omaha Mercy and Plattsmouth on the 17th. Looking to bounce back, and Wahoo would be a marquee win for them.
No doubt about it, and got a chance to watch that Beatrice women's team, and they are pretty darn good. Excellent guard play. They have some snipers from beyond the arc.
And the Warriors, they lost one, won one, lost one, won one. That first season opening loss at Bennington, 28-62. Then a quality win over Aurora, 40-25. Then another good Class B team, Norris. They fell to the Lady Titans, 52-28. And earlier this week, on Tuesday, notching a narrow victory, 44-38 over Lincoln Standing Bear. Glad you're with us for high school basketball, presented by Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Coverage is also presented by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today as we are preparing for starting lineups. Before we do, though, we'll have the national anthem. So we'll take a quick break, come back, and get ready for high school hoops on News Channel Nebraska.
This broadcast is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Visit gocurrency.com. Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com.
Hi, I'm Baylor Shireman, proud to call Aurora, Nebraska home. From dreaming big in a small town to being drafted by the Boston Celtics, I've always aimed for the best. That's why I rely on Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevrolet in Aurora for my vehicles. When you're driven to succeed, you choose a winning team. Before you drive away in your next car, check with the team that knows how to win. Row. It's the row you know.
Get to row. Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Teammates Mentor proudly serves 10,000 students in 192 chapters across Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, and Wyoming. But we need your help.
We're recruiting Teammates Mentors to help our students reach their full potential.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and create a ripple effect in our communities.
Go to teammates.org to learn how you can get involved. Join the team, be a mentor.
Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen with you. Let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you are cared for. So Ashland-Greenwood, first off, the visitors, J.C. Downing, Kylie Reyes, Taylor Downing, Vanity Laughlin, and Lainey Barrett, the starters. We talked about J.C. leading the way with 9 points per game, Lainey with 7. Now for the home team, Wahoo Warriors. And those starters. Addison Hancock averaging 10 a contest. Gracie Fairbanks, Erin Galladay, Gretchen Seagren we talked about who averages 11, and Claire Emerson, the freshman, rounding out the starting 5 for the Warriors.
It's going to be interesting, Brandon, because both of these teams kind of mirror one another in terms of their coaching philosophy, what they want to do. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of on-ball pressure, full court press, a lot of man-to-man defense, and both teams, they want to establish down low. They want to play inside out through the post, especially early on here, to set things up on down the road, to set up maybe some shooters on the outside, on the perimeter, but it all starts with containing the lane.
Glad that you're with us here on News Channel Nebraska. Girls and boys doubleheader Thursday night basketball here in Saunders County. The tip goes to Wahoo, and we are officially underway. And we have a 3 right off the bat that comes up short, and a whistle, jump ball down low.
Yeah, so right away, Lainey Barrett wasn't the first one there, but she got her quick hands in there, caused a tie up. Got her team a possession later on, next jump ball.
Now we're seeing some full court man press from Wahoo. Expect to see that a lot tonight. It yields a turnover right away as the Warriors get the ball back.
Right at mid-court, Seagren using that lanky, long body.
There's the kick out for another 3, just off from Fairbanks. Offensive board, though, for the Warriors. Tough defense by Laughlin. Now kicked to the corner. A third 3 from Wahoo, may have been partially blocked.
Closeout defense got there in time.
So Wahoo will see a lot of 5-out motion on their side for offense. For Ashland-Greenwood, they will try to work it inside, a lot of high post action. Coach Dave Hubert said, sort of modeled after the Creighton offense.
Oh.
It's something they installed this year with the understanding that, hey, we have this young group for the next 2 or 3. Let's try something that we think will play to their strengths.
Well, right there, playing to strengths, J.C. Downing, young lady that we highlighted in the pregame. Beautiful first move, got to the rack, just unable to finish.
Instant replay brought to you by Mead Lumber, making you feel at home from design to finish. First points of the night come from beyond the arc for Wahoo.
Emerson, beautiful stroke, and hey, you're cold from the outside, just keep shooting. They'll fall.
So Wahoo shooting 25% from downtown. After that one drops. 2 minutes in here, 3-zip Wahoo. Now the Warriors in a 2-3 zone. Worked inside to Barrett. Backing down Seagrin, who plays a good straight-up defense. Wahoo in transition. This is Galladay.
And look how quick Wahoo got that rebound, got it to the guards, really moved that ball up the court, pressing the issue.
Warriors showing patience. And the second triple falls. It's Emerson again.
From the other side of the arc as well. So yeah, she's found her range early on.
And another steal for Wahoo. Barrett does get it back for Ashland-Greenwood. Looks like we'll have a foul on the floor.
Yeah, it's going to help out Ashland-Greenwood. Things are getting a little hectic there. Saw Downing kind of picked up or lost her dribble down the corner. That led to that first turnover and kind of a little helter-skelter between the two teams.
So Barrett with it. Backing down Seagrin, going all the way to the glass again. Seagrin wins the duel.
Excellent job playing it straight up, but then also boxing out to collect that rebound.
Off the iron from Seagrin from deep. 6-0, still Wahoo. We're about halfway through the first quarter. There's the first basket for the Blue Jays.
Taylor Downing, so you have the two Downing girls getting to the rim early here.
And a quick basket on the other end.
Boy, Emerson came into play on the offensive end. She's got all 8.
They have her down as averaging 2 points a contest, the freshman, through her first 4 games. How about all 8 to start, as you mentioned? Wahoo leading by 6. Timeout on the floor. Here's one more look. Wahoo up by 6. We'll be back here on News Channel Nebraska.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
(8-2) is your score on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Go green with E15 and fill up at your nearest A stop today. Claire Emerson with all 8 points for Wahoo. As Ashland-Greenwood broke the press, then Wahoo forces the turnover.
Right idea. Downing finally got the ball to the center of the court. That snapped the full court pressure, but Wahoo stuck with it, did end up generating a turnover.
And there's a steal by Ashland-Greenwood thanks to the active hands of Laughlin, but Wahoo does get it back.
Aaron Galladay does a lot of really good things for the Lady Warriors in that point guard position, getting that latest steal.
Excellent board there by Nevaeh Maldener, who's checked in. Scramble on the court.
Whoop.
Going through a couple pairs of legs. Ashland-Greenwood regains possession for the time being. Up to Laughlin. And a three rattles home for Taylor Downing.
That felt good. She was able to step into that three. Pass was right where you needed to be in that triple threat position.
Cuts the lead to 3 here with 2:40 to play in the opening quarter. Wide open 3 for Segrin, just a bit strong. Another offensive board though by Maldener.
Boy, she came flying in out of nowhere, steal that possession.
Segrin again out on Barrett. Nice cut inside by Downing, and she draws the foul.
Excellent job maneuvering through multiple defenders there, and you saw she went from right to left hand to try and get her some space to complete that lay, and did record the foul.
And Downing is a lefty. Coach Hubert describes her as tenacious and full of energy, and she's just developing as a leader, just a freshman, as we see another look there.
Well, you can see the aggressiveness, how she really attacks the rim.
So a little 6-0 run here for Ashland-Greenwood after Wahoo got out to an 8-0 lead. Strong drive and a blocking foul. It's going to be called on Laughlin.
It's going to be on the shot, so she's going to get 2 cracks at it here. Yeah, just kind of that late movement into the drive.
That replay brought to you by Beatrice Community Hospital. Incredible care, incredibly close. Karen Eady at the line. Eady, a sophomore. She knocks down the second.
Whoop.
And stolen away, active hands by Laughlin.
My goodness, both defenses are playing with such great anticipation.
Foul on the floor will remind you that now it's the first quarter, brought to you by John Henry's, our family serving yours. John Henry's our first quarter sponsor. 90 seconds left in the opening period. 9-6 Wahoo. And Downing unable to get it to fall. Here come the Warriors in transition. Hancock gets it to Fairbanks. Wahoo working it around the arc. Fairbanks baseline, swung around, good ball movement. 10 on the shot clock. Also equally good defense by Ashland-Greenwood. That shot off the mark from Fairbanks. Rebound Taylor Downing. About 22nd difference between the shot and game clock.
Yeah, barring an offensive rebound, Wahoo will still be able to get that last possession.
A foul on the floor.
Yeah, so we've seen a number of defensive fouls, but I'm okay with it, Brandon. I like the aggressive nature from these two defenses, getting after one another, causing a lot of problems, turning each other over, whether it's through the full court pressure that Wahoo's had a lot of success with, or the half court that we saw the Blue Jays play with.
And we have a foul away from the ball, and actually is going to go against Laughlin. An offensive foul called.
Late substitution there. I thought Laughlin was going to come out to protect her from possibly picking up that third foul. He's got 2 right now.
Nice job, Downing jumping the passing lane. It will stay here. Inside to Segrin, she draws the double team. Excellent kick out, corner 3, nothing but net. That's the 3rd from downtown for Emerson.
Wahoo's doing a really nice job moving the ball around on offense.
And with that, the Warriors double their lead heading to the second quarter. It's 12-6 Wahoo after 1. You're watching high school basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Baylor Shireman, proud to call Aurora, Nebraska home. From dreaming big in a small town to being drafted by the Boston Celtics, I've always aimed for the best. That's why I rely on Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevrolet in Aurora for my vehicles. When you're driven to succeed, you choose a winning team. Before you drive away in your next car, check with the team that knows how to win. Roe. It's the Roe you know.
Get to Roe.
How about a third triple for the freshman Claire Emerson? Again, averaging 2 points a game. She has 11 after the first 8 minutes.
You know, the Lady Blue Jays are doing a pretty nice job guarding the perimeter, but that on-point passing, and the ball never gets too sticky. It just moves from spot to spot to spot. And the Warriors have done a nice job of finding space for that open shooter many times from beyond the arc.
So aside from Emerson, Karen Eady, the only other Wahoo Warrior to score. She knocked down a free throw in that first quarter. For Ashland-Greenwood, Taylor Downing with 5, and J.C. Downing with 1.
Laughlin with a phenomenal box out there to corral that rebound, a long rebound.
Galladay on Downing. Now to Laughlin. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Grace to Downing. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Barrett gets the shot off. Doesn't go.
Yeah, kind of had to rush the shot there. Got caught with it.
And then nothing but net by Addie Hancock.
Doing a nice job running the court. Gets to her spot. Sets up. Like you said, beautiful looking stroke.
And unfortunately for Laughlin, she shuffled her feet there. We're now in our second quarter, brought to you by O Street Carpet. Go check out Steve Carper and the crew near 17th and O in Lincoln. At O Street Carpet, they'll take care of all your flooring needs.
Well, we saw it in the first quarter. Wahoo was able to kind of jump out to a lead, but the Blue Jays responded. They're kind of in a hole right now. They're going to have to cook something up. That's good. Taking away baseline, creating a turnover.
And strong take to the glass. Doesn't go for Laughlin. And Segrin is stripped. Blue Jays with a 3-on-1. Laughlin draws the foul. I believe that'll be 3 on Hancock.
Yeah, Laughlin's had a couple of really nice drives. This time she's going to collect that foul, get herself to the foul line, and Downing had a big part of that, coming up with a loose ball, Her head was up the entire time, Brandon, able to see in front of her, get that ball, advance it forward.
So Laughlin, a 5'6" sophomore. Coach Hubert describes her as a slasher. Again, 3 freshmen and 7 sophomores making up this 10-girl roster for Ashland-Greenwood's varsity team.
Yeah, it's not the deepest roster to begin with, and then you add all that youth.
Coach Hubert feels really good about the potential of what this young group has already with 2 wins this season. There's another 3. Wow. This time Segrin gets in on the party. That is the 5th triple now for Wahoo.
The way the Warriors are able to swing that ball around crisp, fine-tuned passing, finds those shooters.
Reyes tries to answer just a little bit long. It's now an 11-point advantage for Wahoo on the Currency scoreboard. And Emerson earns herself a trip to the line.
Look at this hang time here. She had to adjust her shot and does so to collect the foul. Nice adjustment midair.
We're seeing this too, but Coach Forbes says, and this is a good description, Emerson's a super athlete. And she's worked hard to earn her starting spot. Again, primarily upperclassmen. She's the lone freshman in the starting 5, and you can see the potential and athleticism on display tonight.
She's been getting after it, but she's also been contributing in a big way offensively.
Excellent take. Unfortunate, doesn't go for Reyes.
Seen that a couple of times now, haven't we? From the Blue Jays. Nice move to get to the rim, and then it rims out.
Fairbanks kicks it out. That's a 3, this time off the glass, no good. Offensive board by Galladay. Reyes trying to deny the entry pass. Wahoo maintains possession. Corner 3, no. Another offensive board, that's Emerson. Kicks it out to Maldener. Now we're halfway through this second quarter, and J.C. Downey will be called for the push.
So I like the 2-3 zone that Ashland-Greenwood has moved into. It's really helped them guard the perimeter. But when that shot goes up, they got to find a body and box them out. We've seen it a couple of times now, whether it's Emerson, Maldener, get in front, get position, and snag that offensive rebound. The Blue Jays got to cut that off.
Still an 11-point affair. This would cut it to 8, and does Kylie Race with the triple.
She had a really nice drive a moment ago. That was a true looking shot. That was right in front of us.
Excellent handles there by Segrin.
Boy, just cutting up that zone defense, splitting it right down the center.
10-point lead for Wahoo. We'd like to remind you to stay tuned for our halftime show, brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. We'll be back.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
20-10. Wahoo leading Ashland-Greenwood. Glad you're with us here on News Channel Nebraska. Thursday night basketball. So press is broken. Reyes will try again, and that's back-to-back threes for Kylie Reyes. Cuts it back to 7.
Well, Downing was able to dribble through the man-to-man on-ball full-court pressure. Got tied up a little bit, but had the wherewithal. She knew where her shooters were located. Found Reyes for another triple.
Segrin on the kick out.
Yep.
So Roberts, and she traveled.
You know, just when it feels like Wahoo's, you know, kind of creating that space, getting up on Ashland-Greenwood, give the Lady Jays some credit. They make a couple plays on the offensive end and tighten things up.
Under 3 to go before halftime. Barrett calling for it. She's been going at Segrin this whole half. Gets a couple of rebounds and the bucket.
Sticking with the play, like you said, hauling in a couple offensive rebounds on the way.
11-point lead has been cut to 5. And that 3 off the mark. We'll have a jump here. Possession arrow, Ashland-Greenwood.
Taylor Downing did a heck of a job finding her body, who she needed to box out, then coming off of that box out, diving to the court, getting tied up in the process, but still possession arrow pointing towards Ashland-Greenwood.
And that's going to be a foul against Eddy.
Yeah, right idea, just a little too aggressive. Extended that bar arm out a little bit.
Taking a look at the coaching staff for Ashland-Greenwood. That includes Dave Hubert. 4th year at Ashland-Greenwood, came out of retirement. Over 30 years coaching to his name. Spent the majority of his time, Andy, at Papillion La Vista for 20. Under 2 to go, 2015, Wahoo leads. Four on the shot clock, and there's the turnover. Wide open 3, just a little heavy. Barrett comes down with it. Now the Blue Jays pushing tempo, layup in transition, no. And Wahoo will take a timeout. 1:15 to go before halftime. We're not far away from our halftime highlights that are brought to you by Starter Heyman Jewelers. Be sure to stay tuned. We'll take a look at all of the action from the first half. Starter Heyman Jewelers with locations in Lincoln and Grand Island.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid is consistently ranked one of the nation's most reliable and resilient. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day, and powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
1:15 to go here in the first half of our girls and boys doubleheader on News Channel Nebraska. Wahoo's led by as many as 11, but Ashland-Greenwood has cut it to 5 as Barrett is called for the foul.
Yeah, and she smacks her hands in frustration. She knew she got into the offensive player a little too much.
Fairbanks trying to go baseline, looking for Segrin. Excellent positioning by the senior.
The way she was able to move, go locate that pass over the top, then lean on that drop step, just a beautiful move.
Segrin has 7 points here in the second quarter. 3-second difference between shot and game clock. Reyes too long. Wahoo can't hold this till the final buzzer if they so choose. Back to Segrin. Excellent work. Couple of buckets to round out the half for the senior. Ashland-Greenwood won't get a shot off, so back to a 9-point game here at the break. Wahoo 24, Ashland-Greenwood 15. Stay tuned here on News Channel Nebraska. Our halftime show is coming up next.
'Tis the season to buy at the Get Holiday Ready sales event at Woodhouse Ford. Find the perfect gift for someone special or yourself. Unwrap incredible savings on our top models, from the spacious Expedition to the rugged F-150. Plus, the year-end savings are here. Celebrate the season with reduced prices and holiday bonuses on all remaining 2024 vehicles. Browse our inventory online or visit us at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth. Shop with confidence at Woodhouse Ford.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Welcome back. 24-15 your score. Wahoo leading at halftime. Let's take a look at our halftime highlights, brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers, where they have stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. So Andy, we started things off with a couple of threes. In fact, 3 triples from the freshman Claire Emerson in the first quarter. That was one way to get that Wahoo offense going.
Yeah, she did a heck of a job getting herself involved early on, got to her spot, and credit the guards, finding her on the perimeter, knock down those early 3-pointers.
That last basket by Taylor Downing for the Blue Jays, but it's answered again by Emerson. She had 11 points in that first quarter, and it was a lead for the Warriors heading into the second, but how about a 3 hit by Taylor Downing in the first before we head to the second, and it would be more of the same. I believe that's Emerson. That's her third triple.
Look at the entry pass to the top of the post, doing a really nice job, then finding the shooters after that entry pass.
Now in the second quarter, Addie Hancock gets in on the action. 5 threes for Wahoo in this first half.
Yeah, real balanced attack there. You see a player that can also do it on the inside. Segrin knocking down a triple.
Segrin with 9 points, all of them coming in the second quarter. Here's a triple by Kylie Reyes. She had a little run where she knocked down 2 in a row to cut this thing to 5, but Segrin went on a little run of her own to round out the half.
Really nice handles. You know, she's one of the taller players out on the court, but she does a really good job, that athleticism, as she cuts her way to the rim.
There's that second from Reyes, who's leading Ashland-Greenwood with those 6 points. Here's the last basket of the half. It's Segrin again, 9 points in the second quarter. She is second in scoring, only to Claire Emerson, who leads the way for Wahoo with 11.
Yeah, but you see the versatility from Segrin, which we touched on in the pregame. I'll tell you what, the Warriors outplayed Ashland-Greenwood, and you saw it throughout that highlight package, but the ability to shoot threes, make threes, that's going to give the Blue Jays a shot here in this second half. We saw some of that in the highlight package as well.
24-15 your score. Stay with us. More halftime show coming up next.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
This broadcast is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Visit GoCurrency.com. Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com.
Welcome back. 4.5 minutes before second half action. Now's a great time to remind you that Kearney Sportsplex is coming to the state of Nebraska, to the city of Kearney in the spring of 2025, and it's going to be a destination for youth and adult sports activities. Andy, of the many things that it offers, one of which will be a 59,000 square foot hardwood gymnasium that allows for 3,000 people to spectate. And up to 8 regulation high school basketball courts, could be converted into 12 volleyball courts, could be converted into 20+ wrestling mats. A lot can happen in this upcoming Sportsplex this spring.
How exciting is a structure like that going up in the middle of Nebraska, Kearney, getting it done? And it just kind of feels like if you got some kids that are in sports coming on up, whether in middle school, high school, there's going to be some camps over the years, and you're going to find your way to the Kearney Sportsplex hosting those camps, whether it's volleyball, basketball, wrestling. What a facility. Can't wait to see it.
It'll be located on Eunice Drive, putting it conveniently near hotels, restaurants, and the new Visit Kearney Center. All coming in the spring of 2025 in Kearney. Well, if you haven't, Andy, which it's hard to believe there are many out there who haven't at this point, you should follow us on X. At NCN Sports, 12,100 people enjoy our high school and college statewide sports at their fingertips. And you would be one to enjoy that as well if you're a sports fan and haven't done that already.
No doubt. Those highlight packages over our collegiate games. We do a lot of Wayne State, UNK, University of Nebraska at Kearney. And of course, we're getting right into the thick of things with our high school basketball coverage. And of course, that's always capped off with our state basketball coverage, the opening couple of rounds. So you definitely want to be part of the ride. Find us on X. So you can follow all of the fun over the winter sports season.
On top of that, we tweet out our broadcast schedule each and every week so you know which games we will be covering. NCN Sports on X. 24-15 your score. High school basketball is 2 minutes away on News Channel Nebraska. We'll be back.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. By Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy. This broadcast is brought to you by Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevy in Aurora. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Welcome back. Brandon Axman, Andy Klassen, third quarter officially underway here in Wahoo. We have our first foul of the half. That'll be the third on Vanity Laughlin.
Picks up that quick foul. That's tough. Not even 20 seconds into it.
Instant replay brought to you by Mead Lumber. Segrin with it. She ended the first half on a high note with a couple of baskets. 9 points thus far. Galladay from downtown, no. Emerson went for the offensive board. It will stay here.
Like this defensive look we're seeing from Ashland-Greenwood right out of the gate. Saw a lot of zone in that first half, trying to get a little more aggressive here. This has more of a man-to-man type of a feel.
Strong take by Emerson, and Barrett stuffs her. Ashland-Greenwood coming the other way. That's a 2. Strong off the glass rebound by Segrin. Now we have Galladay in transition. No. Rebound by J.C. Downing. Little helter-skelter here early in the third.
Both teams like to run.
Reyes wide open in the corner. There's her third triple.
My goodness, the youngster shooting with a lot of confidence. Uh-oh. That's going to be 4. That's going to be Laughlin's 4th, I think. Yeah.
You're correct. Vanity Laughlin with 4 after that most recent foul.
Can't believe it, but okay, so she got to the spot, but then you saw her kind of move her hip out. That was a good call.
Galladay pulls up from 20 feet. Barrett gets the board. You now have Lila Smith in for Ashland-Greenwood. Reyes again almost got it off the glass.
Nope. Nice try.
Segrin with position inside, and she draws the foul.
Got bailed out late by the foul. Barrett came down with that bar arm. It was a good call, good whistle, but probably could have played that one straight up.
And the first goes down. It puts Segrin in double digits with 10.
Shooters roll. Catches the, oh, she's saying she has a bloody nose here. I think she's gonna maybe have a teammate come shoot that second free throw for her, and she'd get some medical attention. And yeah, you did see Barrett kind of get her in the face there on that foul.
Well, currently being tended to by the training staff. And
you know, last week we had the pleasure of calling Crete and Beatrice, two physical teams, two rivals, and there was a couple bloody noses throughout that game, and I don't think anybody was real surprised.
it's the saying, no pain, no gain. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, something like that.
Bloody nose didn't bother Segrin there. She knocks down both. Lead is back to 8, and full court press is on.
Uh-oh.
But Wahoo gets it back. Galladay with the left hand, and now she will head to the line.
Wahoo has done a fantastic job of coaxing the ball into that coffin corner right in front of the line. You get the double team. It just feels like the whole court kind of shrinks on you. That's where we've seen some errant passes get picked off by the Lady Warriors.
With a couple of substitutions for Wahoo. Nevaeh Maldiner enters. You have Barrett and Laughlin back in. So Laughlin for Ashland-Greenwood playing with those 4 fouls. High school basketball on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. That's going to be a foul on Taylor Downing.
Yeah, that's where Taylor just has to understand that doesn't have position, can't go over the back. I mean, I like that she's following her shot, she's sticking with it, but now you already have Wahoo in the bonus. They're going to shoot 2.
Maldiner at the line. You have Fairbanks and Emerson re-enter for Wahoo.
Get, some new gauze, some medical attention there. Takes a break.
Well, this third quarter, it's brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Husker Rehab, our third quarter sponsor. Lead is at 9. Corner 3. Drops for Laughlin. The long ball is keeping the Blue Jays in it.
It really is, and that's why Laughlin has to understand how important she is to this team. Yes, the great defense, but she's a capable scorer. You saw it right there.
That's going to be a reach on Race.
Nice job with the help defense. But methodically, Wahoo is just able to work the ball and work the ball and work it around, get it down to the spot where they wanted it.
So Hancock, the 5'3" junior, knocks down the first. Now 5 points for Hancock. 29-21, exactly 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Good job by the 2 Downing girls, not taking the ball to the corner, working it to the center. He still had a turnover a few moments afterwards.
Emerson running the court. Just a little heavy on the layup attempt. That's a foul on Eddie. And I believe that's foul number 4. It is.
So we have a couple contributors now on both sides and a little bit of foul trouble here before we get into that fourth quarter.
Segrin with the block. Barrett will give it another try. Blocked again. Excellent defense shown by the senior.
That's that athleticism. Talked about how she's a phenomenal volleyball player as well.
Now Segrin on the kick out. Emerson just off the back of the iron. Downing with the handles and the lay-in.
Wow, what a quick, effortless move, going from right to left with the crossover.
Timeout Blue Jays, 6-point game here in Wahoo. Don't go anywhere, you're watching high school basketball on NCN.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Welcome back. Game one of our doubleheader tonight here on News Channel Nebraska. Girls first, boys to follow. Wahoo and Ashland-Greenwood. You had a couple of shots from Fairbanks, who got her own rebound on the three. Looks like they'll give Emerson the foul on the rebound.
Barrett ripping down her 5th board of the game. Amongst the leaders here tonight, doing a really nice job patrolling down low for the Lady Blue Jays. Yeah, this game just kind of has an awkward feel to it, where you think the Wahoo Warriors are kind of way out in front, but the way the Blue Jays have been able to shoot the three, they've kind of been keeping themselves within, arm's reach. They always got that puncher's chance with the triple.
5 threes have been knocked down by Ashland-Greenwood. Galladay nearly gets the steal. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Barents doesn't fall. Now Segrin. Those two have been going at it all night. It's been a good duel.
Really has been. Segrin kept her pivot foot live, but credit Lainey Barrett for taking away that space.
Laughlin can't hit.
Well, that would have been a big three for her, Ashland-Greenwood.
Emerson, she's hit a few threes tonight, not this time. Jump ball, and it will go to the Blue Jays.
Tell you what, I like the feistiness of these youngsters. A lot of freshmen, sophomores up and down the lineup here for Ashland-Greenwood, and there's a sophomore right there, and Kylie Reyes.
Van Barent's shot is blocked. Kept in by Lila Smith, and she is fouled.
Gretchen Segrin tracked down that blocked ball, tried to make an athletic play to save it, but threw it right back to Ashland.
Under a minute to go here in the third. 6-point game. And it's off the Blue Jays.
JC Downing was trying to get to the rim, trying to cut through traffic.
About a 7-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Emerson from the corner.
Boy, she started hot, beginning of the game. Really found her shot here tonight.
That's her 4th from downtown.
Said she was averaging 2 points heading into this one.
That's what the stat sheet said. She now has 14.
Well, tonight's going to help that average out a little bit.
11.7 remaining. Ashland-Greenwood will try to round out the quarter with a bucket. Barrett, no, battling with Segren. And that will send us to the 4th. Wahoo with a 9-point advantage as we head to the final quarter. Stay with us. You're watching High School Hoops on News Channel Nebraska.
At the racetrack or the rat race around town, fuel matters. Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
This broadcast is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and part needs.
Eight minutes to play here in this girls contest between Wahoo and Ashland-Greenwood. 32-23. Warriors on top. Brandon Axel, Andy Klassen, glad that you are with us. Be sure to stay tuned. Boys contest just around the corner. 20 minutes after the end of the girls. We have you covered for your high school hoops fix here tonight.
No doubt.
You may or may not know this, Andy, but Ashland-Greenwood and Wahoo, the last 3 years, one of them has been a state champion on the boys' side.
I did know that. They've had a pretty good little thing going.
Little bit of tradition.
Towns.
In these two Saunders County schools. The story of this one, Wahoo's gotten out in front, and every time they get to about 9, 10, 11, Ashland-Greenwood will battle back, hit some shots, cut it to 5 or 6, and then Wahoo will go on another little run. That's sort of been the flow of the game up to this point.
Yeah, it really has been, but you know, as soon as they can cut it within 5 or 6, that's when Wahoo's been able to get back after it.
Barrett is blocked by Segren, and it's a shot clock violation.
And we've seen that a couple times too, where the shot clock really impacts Ashland-Greenwood and what they've been able to do offensively. I just don't think they've been able to really run their true offense and work the ball inside as consistent as they would like.
Segren again going at Barrett. This time Barrett comes out on top. How about that three-point play for the freshman J.C. Downing?
Little high-low action there. Barrett with a really nice pass, catching the freshman, cutting across the lane. Nice finish. Look at that little kiss off the glass.
And again, she's a lefty, so that was with the offhand.
Great touch.
So it cuts it back to 7. Segren, no one stopping her. There's the kick. Emerson was looking for her 5th three-pointer, not there. There's the hot shooter for Ashland-Greenwood. Reyes just off. Well, Downing will give it a try, and she hits it. Taylor Downing her second three. It's a 4-point affair.
Exactly what we've been talking about. The three ball has been keeping the Lady Blue Jays in this one.
Back to Segrin inside. Excellent move.
Boy, when she made her mind up, got into the middle of the lane, it almost felt like just count it, 2 points.
Now Laughlin, she's in trouble, tied up. It'll stay with the Blue Jays.
Hancock kind of gambled there, going for the steal. Lucky she's able to tie that up. Otherwise, you'd had a wide open three-point shot from Downing. And you could see number 11, Laughlin, she was trying to get the ball out there.
Five seconds on the shot clock. Reyes has to pull up from deep. Under 5 minutes to go. Segrin kicks. Emerson in and out. It was close. And Segrin's called for the foul.
Yep. Reyes was calling for that ball. She wanted it back right away for that open look. Eventually got it back, but that allowed for the defense to find her.
Ashland-Greenwood takes a timeout here. We'll take one as well. 4:17 to go, 6-point game here in Wahoo. We'll be back.
This broadcast is brought to you by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone, see the trainer. And by News Channel Nebraska. Follow us on X at NCN Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by Currency. Does your business need help financing big ticket items? Visit GoCurrency.com. Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Midway Auto. For your next vehicle, go to thinkmidway.com.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice and check out the great pre-winter offers.
2024 Ford F-250 starting at only $47,999, or choose 1.9% financing with approved credit. Check out ZollnerFordBeatrice.com for our $399 a month lease specials on many models in stock. Check out the 2024 full-size hardtop Broncos starting as low as $39,999. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Coming out of the timeout, big possession for Ashland-Greenwood. They've been trying to get this to a one-possession affair for the majority of the game, and they had a chance, but Galladay has other ideas.
Fantastic job of extending the defense out right after that timeout break, getting into that passing lane.
First basket of the night for Galladay, an excellent time to get it if you're Wahoo. Lead back to 8. It will stay here.
Well, that's what you want to see if you're a Blue Jay fan. J.C. Downing, one of their best offensive weapons, getting after it early in the possession.
Maldiner with the block on that replay. Wide open three. And miscommunication by Wahoo. Barron gets it, and she'll shoot two.
Boy, and that's a kind of a dream scenario there for the Blue Jays. Collect a foul off a loose ball. Now the clock's going to stop, and you're going to have the ability here to close the gap, close it within the two-possession game.
One more shot here for Barrett. He has 2 points tonight, now 3.
Little offense-defense substitution here.
Galladay up the sideline. Going baseline, kicks it. Now to Segrin. Good ball movement by Wahoo. That's a huge 3 by Gracie Fairbanks.
Boy, she's done a really nice job on the defensive end. Leads all rebounders with 6 boards here tonight. Then a huge 3 down the stretch.
Back to 10 after that triple. We're under 3 to go. Galladay nearly jumped the passing lane again.
Over and back.
And it's an over and back, as you pointed out.
If Downing would have let that ball advance one more dribble, then picked up the dribble, it wouldn't have been over and back, but she got possession just a half step before she crossed that midcourt line.
Well, there's a travel by the Warriors.
Saw Vanity Laughlin's eyes get real big, like, that cannot be my 5th foul, right?
She's been playing with 4 all half. And Ashland-Greenwood takes another timeout. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. 10-point game here on News Channel Nebraska. I'd like to remind you to stay tuned for our post-game show. At the conclusion of this one, our post-game show is brought to you by, or rather our post-game coaches interview, I should say, brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. We'll talk to a winning head coach, get the latest, and we'll also talk to our player of the game, brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, where they are your healing destination, as well as Roe Buick. Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Buick in Aurora. So all of that coming up, Andy, at the conclusion of this one.
If Roe Buick's good enough for Baylor Shireman, it's good enough for me.
That is the tagline. Baylor Shireman, Aurora native, and now Boston Celtic. We had the pleasure of seeing him 7-8 years ago back at the Dog Pound.
And
Pretty
I tell
cool
you
story
what,
to see.
his younger brother, I don't want to call him little brother, Booker, boy, he's picked up the torch and just run with it. He had a phenomenal game. A couple of times we got to cover him in football and basketball.
Back to action in this one. Ashland-Greenwood needs points, and they need them quick. Downing to the rack. Doesn't fall.
Eddie with the big rebound there, and you know, when Wahoo needed the most, we're gonna have a good timeout here taken by head coach Sean Forbes. They're able to stretch this lead to double digits, get it to 10. Just kind of feels like Ashland-Greenwood's kind of running out of time here.
Well, in our post-game show, we'll also have top plays brought to you by Currency. If you need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers, all you need is Currency. The top plays are also brought to you by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu now and discover your path to possible.
Coach Hubert trying to rally the troops here.
Again, it's a bit impressive what we've seen from this group of only freshmen and sophomores, not a junior or senior on the roster. They've shown a lot of resilience and grit as Segrin gets another bucket.
Just so smooth with the basketball. Seen that too. Three-point shots kind of gone cold here for Ashland-Greenwood as we have one more timeout taken by head coach Sean Forbes of Wahoo.
We'll take one as well. 41-29 Wahoo. Just under 90 seconds to play. We'll be back.
Shop Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Browse our full lineup of new Ram trucks like the rugged 2025 Ram 1500. And take advantage of our current offers going on right now. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Blair or Bellevue today. Serving our customers since 1991, Woodhouse is your trusted Ram dealer.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Just under 90 to go coming out of the timeout from Wahoo. It's been a close affair. This is actually the biggest lead of the night. It appears the Warriors finally perhaps wearing down Ashland-Greenwood and pulling away here late.
Yeah, their height, athleticism, the way they've been able to move the ball like you're seeing right here throughout the second half, provided, there we go, another nice feed. Early penetration from the guards. Galladay finding Segrin once again.
17 points now for the senior. 14-point lead here for Wahoo, and as we're in the final minute. Two shots here coming for J.C. Downing.
Another really nice drive from Downing, the freshman, and being that left-hander, coming from the right side, she's able to use her strong arm, her strong side for the wraparound attempt.
One of 2 for Downing. Seven-second differential between shot and game clock, but the Warriors are going to come out of here victorious. How about a 3 rattling home by Addie Hancock? Her second from downtown, it gives her 8 tonight. And that will do it. The Wahoo Warriors get the victory. 46-30 is your final. They pull away late in this one to improve to 3-2 on the season. Ashland-Greenwood gave it a good effort, but the Warriors too much in the end. Stay with us here on News Channel Nebraska. Our post-game show is coming up next.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Nebraska, it's time to celebrate our
played well, but we kind of answered their call every time, and I'm proud of our girls, just kept battling.
What enabled you guys to answer that call? Because, yeah, they would come, you guys would get up by 9 or 8, and then they would close the gap, but you guys always had the answer.
I think we did a great job of handling the ball and just running offense and making that good extra pass, getting the ball at the rim, and then making a couple kick-out threes. Just our girls playing well together.
Still early in the season. You've had to replace a lot of seniors from last year. How's the process been going so far?
This is a great group of girls. They work hard every day, so we knew there'd be some bumps in the road, but we're just looking forward to getting better every week, every day. So, I think it went well,
And what can you tell me about tonight's player of the game? Claire Emerson, 14 big points, a couple 3-pointers in that first half for you.
What a performance for a freshman to go in there. But she puts a lot of time in. She works hard. So for her to step up and not be shy, very proud of her. But she's a great girl. This don't surprise anybody.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, now let's hear from our player of the game, Claire Emerson. 14 huge points tonight. That's going to help out the average. What enabled you to have that type of an offensive outburst here tonight?
Just my team. They've definitely helped me with my confidence and just friendship with my team. We just get along very well.
Give Ashland-Greenwood a lot of credit. When you guys would get up by about 10 points, they always would come back. What enabled you guys to always have the answer and get that space?
Still, just working together a lot. We have great friendship on and off the court. It's just, we're just giving each other the ball. We're not all just hogging it. We're just together on the court.
Still early in the season. You're one of the youngsters out there, main contributor though. How's the season gone thus far to you?
We're doing pretty good. We're working really hard in practice, and I'm just really proud of our girls.
And what does a win like this do for your confidence moving forward? You're battle tested, but you guys had the answer.
It definitely very helps.
Congratulations on a great performance and the win.
Thank you.
All righty, Brandon, let's send it up to you back in the booth to wrap this one up.
Thank you, Andy, and congratulations to Claire Emerson, our Nebraska Orthopedic Center Player of the Game, where they're your healing destination, and also thanks to Roe Buick, sponsoring our Player of the Game. Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Buick in Aurora, proud supporter of our Player of the Game. And also thank you for Coach Forbes talking to us as a part of our Sarpy County Tourism post-game interview. Stay playing your getaway at GoSarpy.com. Let's jump into our top plays brought to you by Currency. C1 Showdown, Saunders County rivals. Wahoo hosting Ashland-Greenwood girls basketball on a Thursday night. Top plays brought to you by Currency and Southeast Community College. Wahoo, with a great start to this one, goes on an 8-0 run before the Blue Jays get on the board. Rather 6-0 run before that basket by Taylor Downing. Coming back down the other way, the freshman Claire Emerson. She had 11 points in the first half alone. It's 8-2 before this triple hit by Taylor Downing, who scored 5 of the Blue Jays' 6 points in the first quarter. 3-point game at this point, and kick it to the corner, and Emerson with another 3. The freshman had 3 threes in the first quarter alone. It was 12-6 Wahoo after 1. The Warriors continuing into the second half. 3-pointer knockdown by Gretchen Segren. The senior leader had a team high 17 points in this one. It's a 10-point game, but Ashland-Greenwood cutting it
into single digits. Kylie Reyes with a couple of three-pointers. She had 6 points in the second quarter. And Segrin attacking the glass this time. She was so tough to stop. 18-10, now 20-10 your score in the second. Back to Greenwood, and Reyes knocking down the triple again. Every time Wahoo got up to about that double-digit mark, Ashland-Greenwood would come back, but Wahoo had an answer. Segrin, again, she had 9 points, 9 of her 17 in the second quarter alone. It was 24-15 Wahoo. At the halftime break, we come out in the third. Reyes hits her third triple. How about that? The Blue Jays would cut this to 5 at one point, even 4. As there's another 3. The long ball kept them in it. That time it was Vanity Laughlin who finished with 4 on the night. And then you have the strong take by the freshman, J.C. Downing, who had 6. So Ashland-Greenwood doing their best to keep it close. It's a 6-point game at this point, but Emerson changes that with her 4-3 in the third. Wahoo would have a 9-point advantage heading into the fourth. And despite the Blue Jays' best efforts at a 3-point play by J.C. Downing, it would not be enough. Wahoo would make enough plays late. It would turn to a 4-point game in the fourth, but that's as close as the Blue Jays would get. This is what put it out of reach for good. A steal by Erin Galladay, and then it was home free for the Warriors, who end up winning this one by 16. 46-30 is the final. Gretchen Segrin leads the way for Wahoo with a team high and game high 17. Emerson not far behind for Wahoo with 14. Kaylee Reyes leads the way for Ashland-Greenwood with 9 in the defeat. Those top plays brought to you by Southeast Community College. Go to southeast.edu now and discover your path to possible and Currency. Visit gocurrency.com to help financing with expensive items. That will do it for our girls coverage. We'll be live for boys in about 2 minutes. Ashland-Greenwood and Wahoo coming up next on NCN.
Community heroes. Do you know a local hero who dedicates their time to make your community better? Someone who leads with a vision for a brighter tomorrow and inspires others to join? Nominate them today for the Community Hero Program, thanks to Medica. Each month, one Nebraska hero will be chosen and will get to choose a nonprofit to receive a $1,000 donation. Let's honor those who make our community shine. Community Hero, celebrating the heart of Nebraska.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.